Get straight to the stock market reaction to all of that with Edward Boyd. Ed, our market was one of the first to open after Donald Trump announced those tariffs. It got whacked hard at the start, but sort of came back, didn't it?
It did, Ross. Look, the market began the day in free fall, plunging about 2% of the open. That wiped roughly $55 billion in value from the top 200. But after that panicked sell-off initially, the market did start to stabilise. Investors clearly saw some buying opportunities. So within 1 hour of the opening bell, the market started to fight back. Consumer staples lifted today. Everything else was in the red. The ASX 200 finished the day only down by 0.9%. Now, here's a look at some of the major markets across the Asia-Pacific region. You can see Japanese Nikkei was hit hard, down 3.3% there. Still trading at the moment. Japan has that tariff, obviously, of 24% on their goods, which is really going to hurt Japanese products in America. The Hang Seng in Hong Kong appears to be a bit more insulated, losing a little bit less value. Shanghai CSI 300, it's fared pretty well here. Look, it's only down 0.66%, despite China being hit with the biggest tariffs of all, roughly 54% on them. Korea's tariffs are 25%. For some reason, they're performing better than Japan. And the Taiwan Stock Exchange, the best performer on the screen, perhaps because the computer chips they manufacture for US companies are exempt from tariffs. Now, on our market today, top performer was gold miner Ramelius. The whole gold sector lifted thanks to the price surging to a new record high. Dyno Nobel, formerly known as Incitec Pivot, it took off as well. It's one of the world's largest manufacturers of explosives and fertilisers, has facilities in the US, so the tariffs aren't going to hurt it too much. Rare earths miner Linus was in the green too. And remember, it's building a rare earths processing facility in Texas, basically to develop a domestic supply of rare earths for American commercial and defence purposes. So they did well. Cloud-based imaging software Pro Medicus has a large business in America, but its product is a form of computer software, so it's unaffected really by the tariffs. And supermarket sector was higher today, led by Coles, but Woolworths was also pretty strong. Now, lots of companies were sold off, and the ones that performed the worst have set up manufacturing centres outside of Australia in countries that have been hit with massive tariffs. So the protective gloves maker Ansell at large factories in Malaysia, Sri Lanka and Thailand, 3 countries which have been smashed. ARB, the four-wheel drive accessories maker, has manufacturing facilities in Australia, but also quite a lot of operations in Thailand. Breville makes 90% of its products by value in China, the rest coming from the EU, Mexico and Taiwan. Now, it's in the process of diversifying its manufacturing away from China, but that's going to take it years. They were down 10% earlier in the day. Superannuation and investment platform Netwealth got crunched, possibly due to market volatility. And the luxury brand, fashion brand retailer Satire was hammered by the market. About 40% of its sales are in the US, and the goods that are sourced from the EU, which has been hit obviously with a 20% tariff, they were down almost 15% today. The lithium sector was sold off heavily as well. You can see big losses from all the big lithium producers, particularly there at Liontown on the top of the screen. And Whitehaven Coal, the coal miner, was down about 8%. So Ross, that's markets for the day.